He's a breakthrough guy. You can't stop him, can't contain him. Our international global trainer. That's breakthrough is breakthrough time. Sharp.
Shark. Well, hey, good morning. I've only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it. I didn't seek it, I didn't choose it. But it's up to me to use it. I'm going to suffer if I lose it, give account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, the eternity is in it. Glad I've got about 20 to 25 of those minutes with you. I want to share with you 12 characteristics, 12 breakthrough characteristics of a real shark. 12 breakthrough characteristics of a real shark. So you probably ought to text somebody right now. You probably ought to call somebody right now. I promise you, as I was researching this, it literally is like, wow, this is groundbreaking information, and that could change and will change the trajectory of your business if you implement. You know, we always say note takers are money makers, and Dr. Breakthrough adds, but action takers are bigger money makers, and it's great to take notes, but more importantly is to take action on the notes that you took. So obviously if you're driving, you can't do that, but hey, it's all good. It's all good. So again, 12 characteristics of a shark. So I just want to preface by saying that, you know, they sent out a email the other day and talked about how we got started. We came aboard with our 21-day breakthrough challenge, and as the chief breakthrough trainer, no requirements at all of recruiting anybody, talking to anybody about a business, just the ability to teach and train on my 21-day breakthrough challenge, which was designed with your breakthrough success in mind to take you from going from breakthrough to breakthrough to breakthrough, where breaking through becomes a lifestyle. And everyone who's taken the challenge, their lives have been transformed, including the guy who designed the challenge. But listen, mentioned about how in just 20-something days, I think, hit Crown, and then there's nobody in the company. Matter of fact, let me back up. Out of 67, almost 68,000 members in 120 countries, there are 485 now who have made ambassador. And congratulations to everybody on the line who's ambassador. I think there's 2 of you that will hit it today or tomorrow. But out of the 67, almost 68,000, 120 countries where 45 made ambassador, there's 60 that made global. Out of that, there are 19 who made Crown, and I happen to be the only one who made Crown, actually Crown 2. They had to develop another step, and then we just did Crown 3 the other day. When I heard the training about shark, and when we come on the call, we often say shark, and people asked about that, and Pastor Kenny just did an incredible off-the-chart job of breaking it down, and I just reworked it a little bit and meditated on it, and I realized that every last one of us have different personalities. And when I teach personalities, I love using, you know, the colors and also the model, the disc model, and all that. But again, using the sea animals, we talked about the dolphin that likes to have fun. We talked about the sea urchin that loves the facts. And then there's the whale that loves to be part of something and to help, to empower, to, you know, the team. But then there's that shark. So here's what I want to say, and I want to concentrate on 12 characteristics of the shark. So you might, by nature, watch this now, by nature, you might be a dolphin, and you just love to have fun. And by nature, you might have a sea urchin, and you just got to have the facts. By nature, you may be a whale and you're just into the family atmosphere and the team camaraderie and being part of something, to just belonging. Um, that's by nature you're a whale. And there's a few of you by nature, you are a shark. But what I want you to know on this Breakthrough Uplift Leadership Call, we are training, we have a culture, we are training and nurturing you. See, there's a difference between nature, which is natural, and nurture, which is training. So by nature, you may be one thing, but by nurturing on this call, by nurturing in this environment, we are nurturing sharks. And so I talked to Coach 100K, and we discussed that we would like for people, after you hear these 12 characteristics, maybe when you get on the call, you can say I'm a 4-part shark, 5-part, 10-part. My goal is to get you to 12. If you have 12 characteristics, I promise you, business will be booming and checks will be zooming. You explode every business you ever touch. When I wrote the book, How to Build a Big Team Fast, chronicling how my beautiful wife, my ABCD, my adorable brown caramel delight, which, by the way, we just had our anniversary. And oh, my goodness, what a time. And thank you, many of you who respected our time and didn't even, of course, I turned my phone off for a while, but many didn't even call who normally would call and text and everything. And we just had a great time. And somebody sent me a thing about to the ABC couple. And I was like, ABC? And they was like, yeah. What do they call it now? Lynn Williams, one of our ambassadors. She said, absolute gorgeous, no, absolute beautiful couple. But then early in prayer, I came up with ABC, anointed breakthrough couple. I'm like, ooh, there we go. So we're the anointed breakthrough couple. And of course, we say we're covenant couple, building covenant relationships based on the covenant of promise. And we aspire to inspire breakthroughs even after we've expired. Right? So obviously you can see I've got some whale in me and that camaraderie thing. But watch this now, to build a team of 13,000 like we did in 3.5 months. To build another team of where they bought me just to be the international training director. They bought me there, and I saw what they were doing. I liked what they were doing, so I built another team of over 22,869 people in 5 months. And again, with that company, just so you know, I was homeless and phoneless when I got started, and literally by the 5th month, I was earning 6 figures a month. So I'm telling you. So remember, when you're around me, the excuse limit is 0. Yeah, that's a characteristic of a shark. But excuse limit is 0. I don't make excuses anymore, so I don't take them. And I've demonstrated, my friend, when you don't, then that same energy, which, by the way, I was the best excuse maker, best victim you'd ever met. Many of you know my story, beaten and tarred and feathers, a 6-year-old boy, and physically abused and sexually abused and all that. And dad left when I was 3, never came, never called, never sent mom a dime. So I played the victim card for a long time until I realized it wasn't serving me. By the way, hopefully some of you by now said, Doc, when you going to get to it? I want you to understand, you've got, in business, by the way, you've got to learn to salt people down and make them want what you have. See, somebody said you could take a horse to water, you can't make him drink. Well, Dr. Breakthrough, when I taught college, especially the preachers there, I taught them, you know, you can take a horse to water, you can't make him drink, but if you salt that rascal down, he'll go looking for something to drink and just make sure you got the drink right there, right? So I wanted to demonstrate to you part of salting that down, and that's how you get people in the business instead of just blabbering all over them, my friend. You gotta salt them down and make them want something, and then you provide it. So real quick, here are the 12 characteristics of a shark that we want you to embrace. Again, by nature, you're something else, I understand, but by nurture. And so how many of these points, listen, the amount of points that you, get this now, adopt and adapt in your life will determine how successful you are. Matter of fact, as you know, I built a team in 6.5 years, my wife and I, my beautiful, lovely wife, to over 1.5 million. I was international training director with that company too. By the way, that's a hint, right? Companies that want me to, like for me to do something, well, then when I'm the international training director or something like that, then I create win-win scenarios, right? When they promote my business, which is Dr. Breakthrough LLC, which my business is all about empowering you to do your business better, whatever it is. See, that we got to have that. So here we go. 12 characteristics. So I built that team, by the way, 1.5 million. There was only 2.2 million in the whole company, and I wasn't the master distributor. And so here we go. Number one, sharks. Sharks, by the way, the spiny dogfish, live over 100 years, so they have longevity. See, if you're going to have success, massive breakthrough success in this industry, then you've got to develop these 12 characteristics of a shark by nurture. I understand nature is not your nature, but if it's not your nature, that means you can be trained. We can help nurture you to get it. So longevity, which means you probably heard Coach 100K say, there's 100 different companies that he tried and some went down and others. What does that mean? It means longevity. In other words, he's in for the long haul. Isn't it amazing to you, and it is to me, when people get a job and they end up getting fired and they get another job and they lose that job and they get another job and something happens on that job and they just get in other words, it doesn't matter what happens. They just keep getting new jobs, right? So why is it when somebody is an entrepreneur, but especially a kingdompreneur or a breakthroughpreneur, I'll break that down to y'all one day. But why is it you would think that if something doesn't work, there's like, you still doing that thing? You still involved in one of them? Dude, listen, you are committed to working and being leveraged by somebody else for the rest of your life. But when you're a true entrepreneur, kingdompreneur, breakthroughpreneur, we understand that instead of being leveraged with a business, we can leverage other people's wisdom. We can leverage the help of other people. It was John Paul Getty, the first recorded billionaire, that said, I'd rather get 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. Why? If all my income's based on me and something happens, I lost my income. But if 1% of my income is based on me and 99% is based on others, watch this now. Now, if something happens to me, I potentially have 99% of my income coming in. It was Warren Buffett who said, you will work until you die unless you learn to make money in your sleep. Hey, listen, when you can leverage the work of 99 other people, that means some of them are working while you're sleeping. And so, my friend, the power of leverage, everybody can't be a CEO, CFO, or COO, but Dr. Breakthrough says everybody can become a CLO, Chief Leveraging Officers. Archimedes said, if I had a lever long enough and a prop strong enough, I could single-handedly move the world. So sharks have longevity. Do you have longevity? They interviewed some multimillionaires who are in their middle age, and they asked them, on average, how many businesses did you start, did you have, did you operate, or whatever, until you hit millionaire status? You would be shocked. Listen, you would be shocked at the number of businesses that these super successful people, these super successful multimillionaires, the average was they started 17 businesses before business was booming and checks were zooming and they made multimillionaire status. But no, you want to start one business. You want to get involved with one. You get two companies and you crying. Oh, my, third company you crying for. No, my friend, listen, I'm telling you, see, that's why you got to become a shark, my friend. You got to get these characteristics. It's got to be long haul. I'm saying, listen, my friend, that is a characteristic number one of a shark. Longevity. Are you in for the long haul? Are you one of those ones, I'm going to try? Folks, the try is the lie. To try is allow your spirit literally to cause it to want to die. See, those weak words are symbolism of something that you aren't a shark, my friend. Listen, you've got to shark up. Oh, that's another word. Oh, we just came up with that. It's time to shark up is what we're going to start telling you. Shark up, my friend, and be in for the long haul. Shark up and stop saying I'm trying and I'm committed. See, the word decide means to cut off every other possibility. See, you haven't decided yet. You still kind of, the Bible says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. See, the word focus often talk about firmly on course until successful, but most people it means firmly on course until stressful. In other words, there's no commitment. They're trying it. That's your problem. You keep trying. I threw a $100 bill down when I was speaking in Canada, and I said, I want y'all somebody tried to pick it up. Man, they went diving for it. And I said, no, stop. Y'all supposed to be all sedated Canadians. Look at y'all. I said try. So I threw it down again. Somebody tried to, man, they went, I said, no, y'all. See, no, try means you kind of reach your hand out. Y'all was diving. Y'all was committed. Y'all was jumping in over top of each other. See, that's the thing, my friend. You don't see the try. See, when you say try, that gives the mind an excuse when it doesn't work to give up. No. Sharks don't try anything. Sharks are committed. Sharks are in for the long haul. Number 2 characteristic of a shark. By the way, there's 470 species of shark. Okay, and sharks have no bones. They only have cartilage, which means they can't be broken. You can't break us. So, super flexible. By the way, I started my own species of shark, and it's called breakthrough ox shark. The breakthrough ox shark. Come on, somebody. See, Proverbs 14:4 says, where no oxen are, the crib is clean, but much increase is by the strength of an ox. So I asked the owner the other day, I said, you got one or two choices. You want a clean crib or you want much increase? Come on, somebody. See, you ever heard the phrase like a bull in a china shop? Well, listen, my friend, the shark, watch this now, this breakthrough ox shark is that way, right? So I usually say, it's never either or, it's both and, but in this case, I got to say it's either or because the Bible puts it that way, unless you hire somebody full time to try to clean up after this ox. But I'm saying this ox is going to break some stuff up. This ox is going to get on somebody's nerve. This ox, my friend, is going to cause and stir up some stuff, my friend. Why? Because that's what an ox does. But wait a minute, the Bible is saying you got a choice. You can have a clean crib, right? Ain't nothing happening but a nice, beautiful, clean crib. Or you can have the increase, the great increase by the strength of an ox. And so a shark, my friend, this breakthrough ox shark, like I said, 470 species, we just made 471. This breakthrough ox shark, my friend, and oh my goodness, he and she just break stuff up, my friend. Why? They just go after it. No excuses, no nothing, my friend. Just break through. But a shark, again, you can't break a shark. They're super flexible. And one of my main mentors, I told you the story, Charlie Tremendous Jones, he asked me one time, he said, would you like to know why most people aren't successful? And I said, well, I have an idea, but I'd like to hear what you have to say. You're my mentor. He said, well, most people aren't successful because they don't have a plan. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. Okay, so he said, but you want to know why most people with a plan aren't successful? I said, okay, well, why? He said, because they stick to their plans. I was like, excuse me, wait a minute, you got to be a little confused. First, you said most people aren't successful because they don't have a plan. Now you're saying most people that have a plan aren't successful because they stick to their plan. He said, yes. He said, life is changing. Things are evolving. He said, like the railroad industry, they could have owned all transportation, but no, they wanted to stick to railroad. They could have had airplane. They could have had the ocean. They could have had it all, but no. They wanted to stick to what they did, and they planned on being a railroad company, and so they still are today. But guess what, my friend? They lost out. And he said a lot of companies now are even out of business. Why? Because they stuck to their plan, right? Well, we're the best typewriter company in the world. Well, okay, nobody uses typewriters today, right? So he said it's flexible plan. In other words, you got to have a plan, something that gives you a plan of action, but then as things move. See, a bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you refuse to turn. And watch this, my friend. When the wind blows, winds of change, when they blow, watch this now, people are out of fear. See, if you're not a shark, out of fear, you will build a wall to protect yourself. But when you're a shark, watch this now, you build a windmill to profit yourself. See, a shark is flexible, and a shark going to figure out how to get paid. Come on, somebody. So watch this, my friend, flexible planning. So characteristics, 12 of them, and I'm going to have to hurry, right, to get through these. So do you have them have the thickest skin of any animal species, sometimes up to 6 inches thick? I mean, the rhino has thick skin, but the shark, my friend, watch this, and they use their skin. They used to use a shark skin for sandpaper, by the way. So in other words, they are not run by their feelings. Come on now. They're not run by their man, listen, I'm telling you something, my friend. You got to learn to get out of your feelings. Come on, somebody, and get into your favor. Get out of your feelings. I'm going to do a whole training on that. So let me just stop right here, but say this. we're cultivating. We want to nurture you to be a shark, my friend. And when we get on the call and we say, shark, shark, we're saying it's time to shark up, to shark up. Come on, somebody. I'm saying, listen, I know by nature you're this or that, but by nurture, come on, somebody, by nurture, you got to shark up. So shark, shark, my friend, adapt these characteristics, the culture of a shark. So thick skin, my friend. You gotta stop getting your feelings hurt and wanting to run off here and run there and do. Listen, my friend, be like man up, shark up, woman up. It's time, my friend. Stop. Listen, you're a mentor. Oftentimes will be your tormentor, and people think they want a mentor. No, they want somebody to tell them what they want to hear. But a mentor, my friend, is going to sometimes torment you to get you to do the things that are right. Remember, I said my acronym for coach, challenging overcomers. We got to be a challenge. Watch this now. Challenging overcomers, advancing championship habits. And a champion doesn't go based on their feelings. No, a champion goes based off of what he or she is designed to do, and they are designed to overcome some stuff, my friend. So I'm telling you, some of you on the team, you got to stop babying everybody, my friend. I know, and especially if you're well, you want to listen, my friend. And by the way, that's why I don't help anybody. I empower people. So I used to try to jump in and save people. They're drowning. They pull you down with them. They don't mean to. Now I say, look, I'm going to throw a life preserver in, grab it. I'll pull you in. If not, I'm going to preach the best eulogy they ever heard. It's time to shark up, my friend. Hey, listen, the next thing, sharks must live large. Sharks must live large. See, they got to have space to grow and express themselves. See, sharks are like the free spirit, right? Don't try to cage them. It ain't going to work, my friend. So sharks, get this, must live large, and they got to express themselves. And so they have the potential to grow 10 to 15 feet, but if placed in a little 2-foot tank, sadly enough, they will never outgrow it. So they got to have room to grow. It's got to be personal development. It's got to be expanding. Got to have room, my friend. And I'm telling you, my friend, it's time to shark up. The next characteristic of a shark, number 5, a shark has a keen sense of smell. That's right. They can detect a drop of blood miles away. In other words, sharks stay alert to the right prospect, to the right situation, they can just smell somebody looking for a job, smell somebody looking for an opportunity, smell somebody saying, listen, my friend, I'm telling you, you have got to understand, and it's time to shark up, my friend. And by nurture, work on shark characteristics. Shark characteristic number 6, shark up. And that is this, my friend. Sharks are usually hungry, get this now, although their liver holds oil that allows them to go for a while without eating. So what are you saying? I'm saying the shark gets showing, it's like the company that I built to 1.5 million. The first 3 days I joined that company, I didn't sleep. Did you hear me? My baby girl, she said, baby, you come to bed? I said, no, ma'am. She said, baby, you got to get some rest. I said, I'm going to have time to rest, but right now I know facts tell, testimonies sell, not stories. People tired of stories. Stories turn people off. Stop telling you lying stories and start getting some testimonials. Facts tell, testimonials sell. So I said, I got to create a testimony, and when I create this testimony, that's going to sell. And so I was up learning the business day and 3 days and calling people left and right, my friend. And I created such a powerful story in those 3 days that then I was able to personally sponsor 898 people over a 6-year period that turned into 1.5 million people worldwide. Why? I'm a shark, my friend. A shark is, shark's hungry, but watch this, my friend. When a shark has a project they're working on, they can't sleep. When a shark says, listen, I got to get this done. It doesn't matter whether I feel, I ain't in my feelings, my friend. I got to get it done. And it's time for some of you to shark up, my friend. What are you sleeping for? You broke, busted, and disgusted. Get busy, my friend. Stop crying to everybody and talk about what you don't have. Get busy and get it. It's time to shark up, my friend. Oh, come on now. Okay, I hear my wife saying, baby, just breathe. Okay, there you go. Oh, this is good right here. Number 7, seventh characteristic, sharks hardly sleep. Their eyes are open. Even if they do get a little nap, their eyes are open, and they must swim to stop from sinking. If a shark stops swimming, it'll sink. And so that's where we talk about wide or die, right? ABC, always be chomping. And I said to somebody the other day, well, did you make this certain level? They said, no. I said, go sharking. It's time to go sharking. Go find somebody. Smell something. There's somebody out there looking that needs help. Somebody out there, my friend, that needs something, and you have what they have. So sharks hardly sleep, my friend, if they do. The eyes is open, but they just constantly going. Why? Because if they don't keep moving, they'll sink. And the reason why some of you are sinking and you sink into despair, you sink into depression, is because you got too much time on your hands just sitting around. Listen, get busy, my friend. Get moving. Next thing, number 8. Eighth characteristic. How many characteristics do you have so far? If you tell me the number, I can tell you how successful you are. Next thing, sharks cannot swim backwards. They must swim forward. So that means if they miss something, they circle back around. In other words, my friend, remember I said they got the thick skin, so no turns off everybody else. And no, sharks are like, tell me yes, tell me no, tell me something, but I got to go, right? But watch this. But sometimes shark knows that the no that they said, they didn't say a no. They said, well, I'm busy right now. So that's not a no. So if it's not a no, watch this. Then I got to continue and circle back around to the person until I finally get a yes, right? Or watch this now. Or a real shark, like a Dr. Breakthrough. Remember that Breakthrough ox shark? See, we learn to get to the place where we don't even get no's. Matter of fact, can I show you how to never get another no again? I talk about my book, How to Build a Big Team Fast, which you deserve to have that, and you need to have that. But watch this. One of the things I teach is if you learn to say no first. See, sharks have posture. Sharks know who they are, and sharks aren't going around big. No, sharks, look, you look like you ain't interested when you talking to me, and I'm like, you know what? I thought you were ready, but I don't think maybe the timing is not right. But I'm real busy. I got to go talk to somebody else. See, the way I don't get no's anymore is because I say no first. Come on, somebody. Everybody ain't qualified to work with me in my business. I'm a shark. Come on, somebody. Time to shark up. Number 9, sharks have 5 to 15 rows of teeth. And when they lose their teeth, they lose them often. But get this now, but the tooth replaces itself. The teeth in the back start pushing up. As a matter of fact, get this, write this down. I read where a shark could have 30,000 teeth replacement in a lifetime. 30,000. Did you get that? Hey, that means sometimes you're going to have members that quit. And if you're in your feelings, you'll want to quit with them, my friend. But if you understand, if you keep working your business, you keep sharking it. Watch this, my friend. If they're a real shark, they're going to come back. Oh, come on. If they're a real shark. But watch this, my friend. But by the way, I'm only looking for people looking for me. Hello, somebody. I'm only looking for people looking for an opportunity. And sharks understand that, my friend. But again, sharks have 5 to 15 rows of teeth. So again, you're going to have time when members will drop off. And sometimes that's fine. I'm going to keep on. You come back, okay? So you're going to lose team members, but understand more are coming, especially if you're somebody worth joining. By the way, if everybody on your team were a shark, little shark, less shark, more shark like you, what kind of team would you have? Oh, let me say it again. See, the Bible says you're going to bring forth fruit after your own kind. If everybody on your team were just like you, what kind of team would you have? Next thing, number 10, sharks, get this now, have eyes on the side. That means they can look forward, they can look backward, they can look up, they can look down. So sharks always keep their options open. And by the way, they're often criticized for moving on other things, right? Well, you should just be doing this one thing. Well, if you want to do one thing, that's your business. Come on, somebody. I'm a free spirit. I'm a free agent. And sharks always keeping their eyes open, and sharks see something. And so sometimes they get criticized because they're like, dude, man, sis, just slow down. Just do this one thing. Well, I think to be successful, you need to do one thing, make it successful. But once you get it literally on autopilot, you can have something else going. Come on, somebody. At one time, I was the number 1 income earner and and everybody was walking around talking about you can only do one thing at a time. Then they say crazy stuff like if you chase 2 rabbits, you'll lose both of them. I'm like, you talking to a thinking man. By the way, I'm a shark. I'm a breakthrough ox shark. So come on, somebody. I was like, if I'm going to go after 2 rabbits, I'm going to kill them both. Go get one, kill it, and then get the other one and get it. Come on, what are you talking about? I'm saying this, my friend, but I'm saying that sharks keep their options open. And that's why I'm so glad that Pastor Kenny, Coach 100K, empowering 100,000 families make six figures or more in a year. He's like, look, here's our main thing, right? The uplifting. But watch this, my friend. But we got something else we could do in the meantime. Let's get it done. Let's get it going. See, sharks, that's a symbol of a shark, my friend. And you are showing your lack of being a shark by criticizing. Oh, come on, somebody. By the way, I criticize by doing better. Hello. See, your walk talks and your talk talks, but your walk talks louder than your talk talks. And your walk talks so loud, I can't hear a word you say. Ooh. Stop saying something to me and show me something. Okay, here we go. How many characteristics? It's time to shark up, my brother. It's time to shark up, my sister. Come on now. It's time to start teaching them children, get a little bit of shark in them. Number 11, sharks are fiercely misunderstood. Most all shark attacks are a case of mistaken identity. And so as a shark, especially when we say shark, that means double, my friend. You need to do a triple for me. But anyway, that means you will be misunderstood as you seek financial freedom. People are like, don't be chasing money. Well, amazing. A guy gets 2 jobs and the whole church prays for him. A man says, I'm about to start a business, and they come up and say, I'm about to start. Well, you need to make sure you keep your eyes on the Lord. Don't start chasing money now. See, run 2 or 3 businesses. Oh, you're chasing money. Oh, but it's okay for the man to have 2 and 3 jobs and the wife to have 2, and they never see each other. But see, listen, my friend, sharks got thick skin. That stuff just rolls right off my man. Please, you better go talk to somebody who don't know how to think. Come on, somebody. But again, sharks are fiercely misunderstood. Now watch this. And people who are going to be accepted. Careful, my friend. Then you'll back down from who you are to try to be accepted of people who aren't worthy of your accept. Oh, you better hear me. You better hear me. You better find some other sharks that understand you. And more importantly, you better go to the King of Kings, my friend, who says you're accepted in the beloved. That's where we need to be trying to be accepted. But watch this. God made you to stand out. Why do you keep trying to fit in? Sharks are like, man, look, I'd like to fit in like everybody else, but look, I'm busy sharking though. Come on, somebody. And number 12. Because I got that. No. I'm gonna work that one. Fiercely misunderstood. You just get ready to be misunderstood and have haters. Haters, having animosity toward everyone reaching success. See, folk hate sharks. You know why? Because sharks are busy. Sharks get things happening, and folks are lazy. By the way, somebody said to me years ago, if you want people leave you alone, do 3 things. And he said, have nothing, know nothing, and do nothing. He said, but if you want people to get after you, do 3 things. Have more, know more, and do more. Well, I got to thinking about that. If you have more, have more, know more, and do more, right? People won't leave you, get after you. But if you have nothing, know nothing, do nothing, he said they'll leave you alone. I was like, no, that's not true. Because if you have nothing, know nothing, do nothing, they're going to call you lazy, shiftless, and no good. So in other words, you're going to get in trouble no matter what you do. You might as well get in trouble for doing the right thing. You might as well get in trouble and be misunderstood for being a shark. It's time to shark up, my friend. Be a breakthrough ox shark if you can. But watch this, my friend. So watch this. So when you seek financial freedom, watch this now, you got to just stay the course. Focus. Focus, firmly on course until successful. Focus, fixated on creating ultimate success. Focus, fixated on creating, get this now, unique success. Because see, what success for one person may be different for another, but listen, sharks just go after it, my friend. And matter of fact, people want to ask you, what planet you come from? Tell them I come from Shark Planet. Same, we wouldn't be necessary. Come on, somebody. Just like in marriage, Nadia and I are totally opposite, my friend. Listen, opposites attract, and if you're not careful, opposites attack. But when you can learn to complement each other, when you can learn to say, listen, she's got strengths where I have weaknesses, and I have vice versa. So let's just do the thing, right? Let's make the thing happen. So let me give in where she's strong and let her cover us in that area. And then let me do the thing I do where I'm strong, and now she's blocking, covering for my blind spots. By the way, that's the power, a true mastermind. The Lord spoke to me the other day. A true mastermind, the purpose is to get the master's mind. See, no matter how surrendered I think I am to God, I got blind spots. I still got my own ways, right? So when I get with others who are just as dedicated and committed. My blind spot is not their blind spot, and vice versa. And so when we come together as one mastermind, trying to get the master's mind, now we can start picking apart and getting rid of my blind spot, their blind spot. And, ooh, that's good right there. That's worth it, right? Okay, so last one. Here it is. Sharks, number 12. Sharks move with unbelievable speed. I mean, when a shark is just unbelievable speed. And so some people say, well, is it speed or is it strategy? And I love what Coach 100K says. No, well, actually, I think I put it this way. And the strategy we have is speed. Oh, come on, somebody. Right? That's why I wrote the book, How to Build a Big Team Fast. Now, if you haven't if you haven't circulated some funds and have How to Build a Big Team Fast, I know you're not a shark. You playing. Stop playing. Shark up, my brother. Shark up, my sister. And you need to be teaching that to others. So I want to close with this. My good friend Les Brown, we just talked the other day, and by the way, he's part of the business now. But anyway, here's what he always says, and it's very apropos for me when we're talking about shark. By the way, shark up. How many points are you? Are you a 1-point shark, 2-point? Are you 4-point? Are you 5-point? Are you 6-point? Are you 10-point? You 11? We're going to keep nurturing you till you get higher, my friend. And some of you maybe will never really get all that high. But guess what, my friend? If we can nurture you, and we have an environment here, we have a culture here which is nurturing your sharpness. And you just keep going as a shark, my friend, and going up a little higher. And so anyway, here's how Les always closes a lot of his talks. And it's very apropos to what I'm talking about. And you probably could say this is the shark's creed. See, if you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. If all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, you simply go after that thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength, and sagacity, faith, hope, confidence, and stern pertinacity. Famine or cult, sickness or body or brain can keep you away from the thing that you want. Dogged and grim, you beseech and beset it. With the help of Almighty God and Dr. Breakthrough, you can get it. So my brother, my sister, wipe your tears. Stop your complaining. Stop trying to tell your story and get busy sharking, my friend. It's breakthrough time. Shark. God bless you.